Hi, and welcome back to the Dark Renaissance series, where we go over how to win Darkest Dungeon. I am Fwop, and we are about to go back into the Weald because we desperately need to make our weapon upgrades cheaper. We did actually achieve weapon and armor upgrades up to level 3, which is the max for level 2 heroes. So I look forward to getting enough money to actually upgrade these guys so we can go kick one of these bosses in the teeth. And we are taking an interesting party here. Let me introduce you to Gubard again. It's been a while. His satanophobia cured. We are now going to do a short apprentice level exploration, which you guys are probably familiar with. He is an amateur armor and weaponsmith, which makes upgrading him pretty cheap. We've already done that. He is at level 2. We upgraded his skills as well. And we equipped him with a debuff charm, which should increase his chance to apply the solo. He's got a level 2 solo that's minus 10 accuracy to all enemies at once. The only thing we got for leveling it up that you can read is 1% crit chance. The accuracy stayed exactly the same, but I think it also makes the debuff more likely to stick. Hopefully combined with this, we can debuff the whole team. It does decrease his damage a little bit, but this does like no damage anyway. And he's a ruins tactician, which isn't going to help. Then let me introduce you to Ross. Ross is a bounty hunter. We've got level 2 on all of his skills, flashbang being exceptionally an awesome skill, and we're focusing on it by giving him this wounding bounty hunter only helmet, which adds 10% to stun skills, 15% chance to bleed skills. I'm not even sure bounty hunters can bleed anybody. Yeah, that's a big no. And it does give him minus 8% damage for melee, but that's not actually lowering his damage. I don't know. That might be like up to a point or two at most. And then we'll give him the stun stone. It does lower his dodge, but he'll be in the 3rd rank, and his dodge wasn't that high anyway. And that adds another 10% chance to his stun skill, so we're really focusing on debuffs and stuff. You have to do that when you don't have dedicated healers. In the very back, we're going to have Centerpont, who we gave the ancestral ring. He's in the back, so this completely removes his dodge chance. Fortunately, he has 5% protection from being hard-skinned, which is good. He's only got, his main attacks are point-blank shot and pistol, so fortunately he can use that pistol from anywhere. That covers the whole range of ranks. We're going to keep him in the back and focus on the pistol shot, and the great thing about the pistol shot is its high crit chance. And the ancestral ring happens to increase accuracy and, you guessed it, crit chance. So that hopefully will work out for us. Alright, cat. Cats are worthless. Okay, this cat just... Gabby just likes to sit in my lap and really annoy me. And lastly, we have this grave robber. We bought lunge for because lunge is such a good attack with that 40% damage bonus and 10% crit chance. Plus it moves you to the front rank. You have to use it from the back 2 ranks, which means you need Shadow Fade to get you there. But Shadow Fade is awesome and stuns people, which is something our whole team's good at. So we've got a lot of disruption here and a little bit of shifting around. We've used all our resources to make sure this is workable, and we're going to crush this mission for the deeds. Use them to make our upgrades cheaper until we get a chance at portraits so I can upgrade my guild finally. It might take 2 missions in the Warrens to get enough portraits. Alright, once again, I'm going without a healer, so I'm going to take lots of food. Short, I'm going to take 1 shovel. It is an exploration. I'll just take 2. Maybe we'll find a grave to rob. Let me take 1 skeleton key. 2 bandages, as bandages are far more effective than food at healing, preventing damage. I'm going to take an antivenom for 1 of everything, why not? And then let's take 4 torches. Do I really need torches? I don't know. I'm not sure if your party members help decide how surprisable or you are, but we have a ton of scouting. I'm gonna bring... You know what, just bring 4 torches. Don't kid yourself. If you want light, you might have to go from 0 to 100. And if you don't want light, it was only 300 cash, so...
I knew all these paths once.
Alright, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Even the short missions are getting longer. Are we in the correct order? Yes. Shadow Fade works best from rank 2 as it can push you backwards or you can lunge. This guy can fight from pretty much anywhere, especially thanks to Finish Him, which can be used from actually anywhere. Flashbang, collect bounty. Bounty hunters are incredibly adaptable like that. They can adapt to any position. I did note that I kind of poo-pooed the Battle Ballad skill, but on the next rank, on rank 2, it lets you increase the whole party's speed, as well as increasing, the accuracy and the crit bonus by 1 each. So I think it can be pretty sick towards the end. Alright, here we have something sticky icky. We're never coming back this way.
Wealth beyond
And
measure.
that was 600 cash worth
To
of
the
stuff.
brave
Not
and
bad.
the foolhardy alike.
Alright, like I said, this party is pretty surprise resistant. Is the good news.
How quickly the
He
tide
cannot
turns.
dodge though. Okay, so the one in front has already acted.
Well struck.
So let's try and stun one of them. Okay, the one in the back is the one that hasn't acted yet. 4 to 7 damage. 5 to 9, see? That's what awesome. See, so awesome. Sadly, we did not get a chance to finish it off before it acted. But... Aww. That wasn't a solo. Or maybe it was your damage that was so low. Alright, we've got a chance to one-shot this guy. If I thought Marked for Death would do 2 damage, I would use it because it is incredibly accurate. Instead...
Press this advantage.
Kill.
Give them no quarter.
Just to prevent their turn. I think they're actively seeking out my easiest to hit. Well, it's hard to tell. Shadow Fade is the most accurate attack I have. Glad I used it. Also, you have a guaranteed buff from that. God, that was also my most accurate attack. Open Vein. Similarly, most accurate attack. These things are just so dodgy. 18 dodge is brutal, guys. Well, that was gonna hit anybody. Try and stun this guy. Nothing. Bleed and stun go great together. It's gonna die. Since it's gonna die, might as well stack a buff on myself in case there's a battle in the next room. Although, we can try for a crit.
As the fiend falls.
Also remember, whoever kills it has a good chance of regaining a little bit of stress, unless it dies to poison. Okay, a little switcheroo, and we're back in business. Do I want to eat anything? No, not yet. Grave robbers are fairly resistant to damage due to their high dodge. Let's hope our speed pays off a little somehow. Alright, look. We dodged. We have a dodge buff because I stacked it from the last battle when I had the chance. Thank you, dodge buff. That's most important when you're about to enter a room because the room has a high potential to have a battle in it. It's if you know there are 2 fights right next to each other because of scouting, it's also an excellent move. So, the brawler attack, let's stun the scratcher. Alright. Always try and pay attention to which one's doing the attacking.
About to break.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mortality
We
clarified
can
in a single strike.
flashbang this one back and hopefully prevent its turn. Curing Blight. Have we not had a chance to do this yet? 2 points for 2 rounds, 2 points for 3 rounds. Our Grave Robber can actually cure Blight on themselves. Remember that these are actually a free action. So are torches. This guy isn't stunned. Let's try and kill him. Alright, we desperately want this debuff on as many people as possible. Nice. Bleed resist saves me a ton of damage. Let's go for a stun on that. This is the only non-debuffed one. We can use lunge, our dodge is quite high, or we can save ourselves 4 points of damage and buff our defense. Let's just save the damage. This is not... Alright, it had to pass. Unfortunately, it hit me. 4 to 7 damage. Its bleed resist isn't very high. This causes good bleed. It is in a bad position. I don't want it to blight me though. Damn it. Let's use bandage. That thing, if we mark it, it will die. Oh no, we didn't poison it. Darn. I should have attacked it. What was I thinking? Yeah. Let's just cancel its turn. That sucked. Alright. This... I want that thing dead. I also wouldn't mind if it tried to attack me. Good. Died. Okay, they're debuffed, but they're still here. Stun this guy as the other enemy is reduced to a kind of crappy attack. Maybe if we're lucky we can stun it too. Alright, so our disruption pays off. You will most definitely bleed. I need to do one more damage to it, but 17 wouldn't hurt, I guess. And this poor guy is kind of out of luck. Should have enough stun and stuff to control him for the rest of his life, which will be short. Even if I can't hit him most of the time. Sure. We'll just stack buffs on you since there's not enough enemies for him to be able to attack. Alright, lunge.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Okay, nothing better to use a key on than a chest. That was a little harder fought than I would have liked. But we didn't suffer too much. Lots of fighting. Not digging all this fighting. Let's go for a crit.
Executed with impunity.
Wow. Also, a lot of heroes can one-shot these guys. Well, that one already attacked, didn't it? Let's try and kill this one. Very good.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, the only heals I've got are in my pack. I should use some before, not later. That's why I brought lots of food. And lucky us, 10 more food. Not that lucky, those things are really common in the Weald. But nice to have. Alright, yes, scouting. This is one of the big advantages to this party, is that they have a lot of scouting potential. Alright, do I want to keep the light high? No. So contrary to my first series, you want to leave everyone's hit points a little low, because you'll have to eat a meal sometime. Whoa, 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 my order is all screwed up. Okay, nice. There we go. I don't have any anti-venom. It can stick you with a permanent -2 speed, which on this crew is awful. This crew is built for speed. So, don't stick your hand in the webs. Without bandages. Alright, good trap disarming.
And now, the darkness holds
Anybody
dominion.
particularly disease or blight resistant?
Black as death.
Blight. Blight. Extra food would be kind of great. Rabies, huh? Could be worse. Grave robber, go! Grave robber gets the shaft here.
Nature herself, a victim to the
Alright, one
spreading
shovel
corruption.
left.
Malformed with missing
Scout? Oh, no such luck. Let's go ahead and play it
In
safe
radiance,
here.
may we find victory.
Alright, log. Already got rabies and stuff. Dig that up. I can come back to the grave. It would really suck to have to go through an obstacle by hand. So, whoop. I would be willing to come back to the grave. Yeah, I'd waste the time to come back if I found out that the rest of the mission was just a cakewalk. Oh, or look at that. Good call on being conservative. Again, do it. That was actually a bad idea. I probably shouldn't have done that. Miss.
Death
That was like the
waits
opposite of a miss.
for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Let's go ahead and try and kill this one. Alright, the bleach should take care of it. At least one of you missed.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Alright, we don't know what's in the next room, so we might get to keep our buff. So we're gonna stack buffs while we can. That thing is fast. But it might be worth it. Yeah, web's not so bad. It hit me twice, but the damage is quite low. It's got 1 hit point left, this is more accurate. Although I could have fished for crits.
This expedition at least promises success.
A little bit of this or that. Alright, we go in here as soon as possible because we do have buffs up. It's a fight, not a fight. Alright, well, let's keep going. Oh, why not? We'll stick to the light if we can. Little food. Last possible room. So the last possible fight. Might as well. I'm not going back for anything. So just heal up. Let's go in. And it is a fight. Oh, we survived them. Okay, okay. Oh, we're out, slightly out of order. Let's go for kills, because we can one-shot these with most decent attacks. Mostly because of our upgraded armor, weapons, I mean. Oh, we left one alive. Maybe we're faster than it. Oh, look. Die, I command you. Power word kill.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, guys, when I'm rocking these maps. Alright, how bad do we do? We found an extra key. We didn't use the holy water, and I think we collected... This food is all left over. We are at full health. Look, guys, if it's not obvious yet, you don't have to have a dedicated healer on every mission. Don't overinvest in the Vestals, because the healing they do compared to the damage someone else can do, it's kind of rough. But if you're bringing a lot of dudes who can't dodge at all, you'll probably need Vestals. Alright, how'd it go? Anemic, huh? Bleed resist isn't the worst, but it does happen a lot. Nocturnal stinks for Grave Robber. Night Owl, much better. Calm, alright. Not the best traits in the world. We did not haul in the heirlooms like I would have hoped.
Before the crows and rats.
Alright, our
made
stress
it their
recovery
domain.
looks like it worked out pretty well. 69 stress, huh? For prayer. Torville's gone on a personal vision quest to achieve enlightenment. Meditated and recovered 56 stress. We did get 2 level 1 troops out of that, which is pretty good. Now, one of our guys is away on a vision quest. That does not mean he won't be coming back. I'm not sure what happens if you don't have space for him. These are all pretty brutal. Yeah, guys. Flawed release has nothing to do with barbarian abilities. I mean, Hellions, they're all melee, even the yell, so not an issue there. Alright, we're gonna use these deeds to cheapen our upgrades. We got most of our level 2 upgrades. Well, more than half of our level 1 heroes have their weapon and armor upgrades. But we are many portraits away from that, and tons of cash from getting these level 2 guys leveled up. And the Warrens refuses to open. Maybe this is a bug at this point. I'm starting to get suspicious. But whatever, we will keep milking these short missions. Eventually these level 1 guys with upgrades will turn level 2, and then we can upgrade them to level 3 without paying. These guys, unfortunately, I don't want to pay for 2 whole levels in a row. That's pretty expensive. Let's take a look at it. It would cost me, yeah, like, I don't know, that's 1,600 right there. Probably like 4,000 cash to get him to level 3 weapons and armor. It only cost me like half that, maybe a little more, to get her up to that level. So it's really best to get the most out of your weapons, have them from as soon as you turn level 1 until you turn level 2, and then immediately upgrade, and that way you get the most missions out of them. Otherwise you're just paying a lot out for nothing. Basically, I never get to enjoy these level 1 upgrades on him, or these first upgrades on him, because I'm not going to use them until I get all the way up here, if I can help it. But that is that. Let's see. Anything? Yeah. Let's see who we're going to throw in the sanitarium, because someone always needs to go in the sanitarium. I think it's time to start saving up busts until I can unlock the second infirmary slot. Oh yeah, Guyo pretty sure needs to get in there. Rabies. Calm is quite bad on someone with point blank shot, I must admit. Guyo isn't wrecked yet, so let us do calm. Thanatophobia is bad though. Let's do calm. That's more likely to screw us over when we really need it. Which is, you always really need to score awesomely deadly first hits with point blank shot. And I believe that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. If you enjoyed the content, so we can get it out to more people. And do check that Google Doc. I swear, it's the most comprehensive collection of knowledge I've seen anywhere. It beats the crap out of the wiki. It does not go into specifics about all the heroes just yet. Crusaders and Highwaymen were the first two I tackled, but everything else, how to prioritize your upgrades, how to approach different missions, and of course everyone's camping skills are actually covered, and that's something a lot of people don't pay enough attention to. So go ahead and do that, and I will see you next mission. Some of that. That is brutal. Until then, farewell.